First, let me say that I am absolutely pleased, and I want to say thank you and commend all of my board members, my fellow board members, and my colleagues here. We have worked tirelessly on this budget, and I am so proud tonight to be able to say that we are presenting to the residents of the town of Islip a 0% tax hike for the budget of 2014. First, we spent a significant amount of time addressing frivolous spending that had happened over past years. We also worked very hard to keep overtime under control. We asked our department heads to join us in identifying our core services. And what I mean by that is in town government, in municipal government, we have to identify what our true job is for the town government. What are the core services that we should be providing? Should we be doing drug counseling? Should we be doing some of these other tasks that we have somehow become responsible for over decades and decades of government? And we came down to the core of what we truly feel needed to be accomplished, and we did that, and we identified what our core is. And that was very, very helpful. We also are seeing a compounded benefit from our 2 budget cycles of zero-based budgeting. And what we did was we went out to each one of the commissioners who heads up each one of the departments, and we said, start at ground zero, start at base zero, and identify for us what is the most important part of your budget, and identify for us not only what you need, but also justify for us the need for that. And so you start at zero, as opposed to starting with a budget that everybody, all the other municipalities, or a lot of them, start out with a budget where they say, well, this is what I've always been given, and this is how I've always spent it. No, I want you to now start at zero. You have no money, and identify for us why you need this money, where it is going, how it will be spent, how are the trucks, and identify all of it. And that is what zero-based budgeting is all about, and it has been a tremendous help for this budget cycle. We are also seeing the benefit of increased communications between the town board and the department heads through our liaison program. So what we did was we established each board member is in charge of 2 different departments in the town of Islip, and the commissioners for each of those departments has to answer to and respond to and meet with on a daily basis or on a weekly basis with each one of their liaisons to explain to us what is happening. And we identify overtime, and we go through their budget for that week, and we communicate with them so that we know exactly where every dollar is going, and that has been a tremendous help. So I just want to say, as a council person, I am extremely proud of everybody.
One thing I've been working on was, myself along with the Department and Division of Public Safety, would be continued efforts to crack down on illegal housing and issues to step up the quality of life efforts with new programs that will be unveiled later this year. But I would want to also thank a code enforcement department in the town attorney's office, which is having a 100% conviction rate. So congratulations, they've been doing a great job over the past year. And also, you can even see in today's agenda, cleanup resolutions. They have more than doubled in cracking down on properties with legal slum lords who just don't manage them. So they're doing a terrific job. Working with Councilman Cochran, who's been working on and unveiling a parking program. There's sometimes in areas, and I'll use a Bay Shore as an example, where people from maybe from other places come and park their car for a week, and they, as they go to Fire Island on the street and blocks businesses. He's coming up with plans to manage the parking, and he's been doing an excellent job with that. And also, I've been working with the parking with the scuffle crackdowns, and also, which has been bringing in some healthy revenues.
So as we freeze taxes, we are also going to have to keep very mindful of the need to get a better understanding of what town government should be providing. Because while maintaining a tax-free increase, we'll also have to keep cognizant of the fact that many of the town costs increase. And some of those increases the town doesn't necessarily have control over. For example, our medical insurance premiums, our contributions toward pensions. Those expenses are out of the town's control. The 2014 budget is a solid budget. It's in line with our fiscal policies and this board's philosophy on downsizing the footprint of your town government. We're looking to get rid of those areas that overlap with other levels of government so we don't have duplicious services. We'll look forward to increasing our public-private partnerships so that we can take some of the business that you're paying for in your tax bill and farm those out to other agencies that can do them more efficiently, less expensive, and provide a better service.
Eric, I want to thank you, I want to thank the commissioners and my board members for all the hard work we've done. Our employees have done more with less, and they've had great leadership guiding through this process of preparing this budget for 2014. I think we have a great opportunity to have a great summer programs for our kids next year. Our marinas open, our parks, and how we look forward to 2015. So I want to thank the board members again and for all the hard work our town employees did for this process. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Cochran. Once again, on my behalf, I say thank you to the board members. It's been a pleasure working through this process with you.